If you're wondering which business laptops are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Dell XPS 14 DA4260. This shiny slab of aluminum thinks it is a piece of modern art with that invisible glass trackpad that'll have you clicking like a blind person in a dark room. It packs an Intel Core Ultra processor that's great for looking busy during meetings, but the battery life will ghost you faster than a Tinder date compared to the marathon-running MacBook Pro. Would I buy it? Maybe, but only if I want to look rich while frantically hunting for a power outlet every 4 hours. Apple MacBook Pro M5. Apple finally dropped the M5 chip, which is basically just the M4 on a triple espresso, offering a 30% performance boost that's complete overkill for your spreadsheet addiction. You'll get 24 hours of battery life to survive an entire day of ignoring emails, though paying $1,600 for the base model feels like getting robbed by a guy in a very expensive turtleneck. Would I buy it? Yes, because I'm a sheep who enjoys pretending that modular chip architecture actually changes my life. Dell XPS 13 9350. This little guy is the XPS 14's younger, more portable brother that sacrifices all your ports just so it can be thin enough to cut cheese. The tandem OLED display is a total vibe for your eyes, but with only 2 USB-C ports, you'll be carrying more dongles than a janitor carries keys just to plug in a mouse. Would I buy it? No, because I shouldn't need a degree in cable management just to use a thumb drive at the office. HP EliteBook 1040 G10. The EliteBook is the beige wall of business laptops, looking so professional and boring that it might actually disappear if you look away for too long. It's got a 13th Gen Intel Core i7 that handles multitasking like a boss, but the cooling fans scream louder than my boss on a Monday morning whenever you open more than 3 tabs. Would I buy it? Maybe, if I'm trying to blend into a corporate cubicle farm without accidentally showing any personality. Asus ExpertBook B9 OLED. This thing is literally lighter than my will to live on a Friday, weighing only 990 grams while somehow stuffing in a 90Hz OLED screen. It's built like a tank despite being thin, but the integrated graphics are so weak they'd struggle to render a game of Minesweeper in 3D. Would I buy it? Yes, because my back deserves a break, and the OLED colors make my depressing work charts look like a neon rave. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13 Aura Edition. This thing is so light it might actually float away if you don't hold it down during your boring board meetings, but the Aura branding makes it sound like a crystal shop in Sedona rather than a professional tool. The OLED screen looks absolutely incredible for spreadsheets you definitely aren't reading, though it costs as much as a small used car, and the battery dies faster than my will to live on a Monday morning. Would I buy it? No, because I'm not paying a $3,000 premium just to have a laptop that weighs less than my morning bagel while having mid-tier battery life. Apple MacBook Air M4. It finally supports 2 external monitors without making you close the lid like a coward. And the M4 chip is basically a middle finger to every Intel processor in existence. It's dead silent because it has no fans, which is great for hiding the fact that you're actually watching cat videos instead of working, but it still lacks a proper port selection, so get ready to carry a dongle for every single thing you own. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's the only laptop here that won't burn my thighs or scream like a jet engine while I'm just trying to check my emails. Microsoft Surface Laptop 7. This Snapdragon X Elite beast actually gives the Mac a run for its money with battery life that lasts longer than most of my relationships, and the haptic touchpad feels like magic under your fingers. However, the software emulation for older apps can be a total dumpster fire, and the webcam still makes me look like a pixelated potato during important business calls. Would I buy it? Maybe, if I can find a version that doesn't cost an arm and a leg for a basic storage upgrade, because Microsoft's pricing is straight up robbery. HP EliteBook Ultra G1Q. It's got a fancy blue finish that screams, "I have a corporate credit card," and the battery longevity is genuinely phenomenal for actual office work. The keyboard feels like mush compared to the older models, which is a total tragedy, and the screen is dimmer than a candle in a hurricane, so good luck working outside. Would I buy it? No, because the screen brightness is basically an insult to my eyes, and I can't handle a keyboard that feels like tapping on wet cardboard. Lenovo ThinkPad T14S Gen 6. This is the sensible sibling that actually has ports and a keyboard you can type on without crying. Plus, the Snapdragon chip makes it stay cool while you're grinding out 60Hz spreadsheets. The RAM is soldered down tighter than a drum, so you're stuck with whatever you buy on day one, and the pricing fluctuates more than my crypto portfolio. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's a reliable workhorse that doesn't try to be Aura anything and just gets the damn job done for hours on end. Asus ZenBook A14. I practically lived on this thing for a week, and the 27-hour battery life is legit. But using the slowest Snapdragon X chipset felt like trying to run a marathon in flip-flops. It is light enough to make a MacBook Air look chunky, yet the slippery keyboard had me misclicking like a toddler on a sugar rush. Would I buy it? Maybe. Because while it is a gorgeous ultra-portable, the performance stutters the moment you open more than 20 browser tabs. Dell Latitude 9450 2-in-1. This flip-flopping transformer has a zero-lattice keyboard that feels like typing on velvet, but it is surprisingly heavy for a tablet and costs more than my first car. The haptic collaboration touchpad is cool until you realize the Intel Core Ultra 7 165U processor lags behind rivals when you actually try to do real work. Would I buy it? No. Since the soldered random access memory and lack of universal serial bus Type A ports make it a high-priced paperweight for anyone doing more than basic spreadsheets. HP EliteBook X G1A, the AMD Ryzen AI 9HX375 processor in here is an absolute unit that crushes multi-threaded tasks, though the battery dies faster than my motivation on a Monday morning. That OLED screen is brighter than my future, but the audio quality is so mediocre it sounds like it's coming from a tin can underwater. Would I buy it? Yes, because the 64 gigabytes of random access memory and sick keyboard make it the ultimate powerhouse if you stay near a power outlet. Asus ExpertBook Ultra. This literal wind tunnel of a laptop stays cool at 50 watts of thermal design power, yet the 10.9mm chassis is so thin I am afraid I might snap it if I breathe too hard. The tandem OLED display hits a ridiculous 1400 nits of brightness, which is great for working outdoors or blinding your enemies during a Zoom call. Would I buy it? Yes, it is the most overkill business machine ever with an Intel Core Ultra X9 processor and a haptic touchpad that actually feels good. Dell Precision 5690. This workstation is a total beast with an NVIDIA RTX 5000 ADA graphics card, but it gets so toasty under load you could probably fry an egg on the deck. It is basically a Dell XPS that went to the gym and started taking protein shakes, though the premium price tag will leave your wallet feeling light. Would I buy it? Yes. Yes, because having an 8TB solid-state drive and a 4K OLED screen is the only way to flex on everyone else in the office. Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 8. This beast is a straight-up workstation masquerading as a sleek ultrabook, packing a freaking NVIDIA RTX Pro Blackwell GPU that makes my current setup look like a toaster. It's got that legendary keyboard for your late-night spreadsheet marathons, but let's be real, paying over $4,000 for a laptop feels like a down payment on a soul I don't have. Would I buy it? Maybe, but only if my boss is footing the bill because I'm not selling a kidney for a laptop. MSI Prestige 14. AI Plus Evo. This little speed demon is literally the definition of small but mighty with its Intel Core Ultra 9 processor and a massive 64 gigabytes of random access memory that can handle 40 Chrome tabs without a single stutter. The aluminum chassis looks like $1 million, but the integrated Intel Arc graphics mean you'll be doing more professional work than high-end gaming, which is a total buzzkill. Would I buy it? Yes, it's a productivity powerhouse that actually fits in my bag without breaking my back. Acer Swift 14 AI. This thing has a battery life that lasts nearly 16 hours, which is longer than I've ever stayed awake in my entire life. The display is punchy and vibrant, but the design is about as exciting as watching paint dry, and that tiny touchpad makes me feel like I'm trying to navigate with a postage stamp. Would I buy it? No, because while the battery is legendary, I can't stand looking at something that has the personality of a plain cracker. LG Gram Pro 16. Carrying this 16-inch laptop feels like holding a literal feather thanks to that magnesium alloy body, and that OLED display is so crisp it makes reality look blurry. It's got all the ports you actually need, but the thermal management is a total disaster that throttles your performance the second you try to do anything more intense than checking emails. Would I buy it? Maybe, if I'm traveling and need the screen real estate, but I'm bringing an ice pack to keep this thing from melting. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the business laptops for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.